And greetings, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Monster to Mermaid, and this is Minecraft with the Minecolonies mod. I am playing, and welcome. This is actually an extra day for YouTube. Hold on. I normally do my Twitch stream on Fridays, but I feel like playing this today, and so I'm going to add this. I'm going to change my view. So here's our thing. Here's the complication. We put in a clinic. This is the hospital right here where Brooklyn works. We put in a clinic because for the tourists, they would have to come all the way from here in order to go to the hospital. And we thought that was a little much, especially since right here, what are you doing here? What are you? Especially since right here is the tourist corridor where the people come and they go to the cafe, and then they go to the restaurant, and there are stores. Uh-oh, that is a thunderstorm. We have to go upstairs. Let's cut through Town Hall to the guard tower. I'm going to use Paisley's guard tower right here, and we're going to go to sleep because that is a thunderstorm. And that means that we're going to wake up tomorrow morning because thunderstorms are a wonderful time to sleep. So Paisley doesn't mind. She's on night duty. Russell, who used to be here, is actually in one of the underwater guard towers. Ah, hola. Hello. Mr. Villager, I'm saying hello to Mr. Villager in chat. Tudabem, the weather is perfect for sleeping. Yes. No, thunderstorms are wonderful for sleeping. So it's the next morning, and we're going back down to where we were. So we wanted to put in a clinic so that it was convenient to the tourists, and we did. The only thing that I forgot about clinics was that they're exactly the same as restaurants, that the second you put one in, they start coming to it. So 2 people were sick, and she probably sent them to Brooklyn because she didn't have any supplies yet. But we're going to give Allison some supplies now. Now, if you recall, Allison was working in the upstairs university, in the land university and library, but she has excellent medical skills, so she is going to take over this job, and we're going to work on this as soon as I get some stuff done. To the bem, Mr. Villagers. I'm doing okay. This is the end of the day, and I've survived it. So at this particular time, I'm doing good. Thank you. How are you? Como esta voce? Voce? I think it's voce. And I'm asking how Mr. Villager is in Portuguese. So we have Allison now, and I'm going to, just for a minute, I'm going to go to my list. Yes, I do keep track of the people, and so let me see here. I believe we have them up here, and let me find, I found this one, but I need to find the other, and there it is. Okay, so Allison was working she was a researcher, and she was helping with orientation, and she lives with Flora. Flora, remember, became the new baker. She's a new baker down in the residential area, and their kid, Flora and Allison's kid, Zion, I believe, is also working in the bakery, and that was something that I wanted to check and see. So Allison, if Allison's working here, and sure enough, Zion is right here. Now Zion is Flora's kid. Flora is a Shaney, and on the island of Emney, Flora's brothers are also chefs. Jameer is a baker, and Marvin is a restaurant owner and chef. And so we're going to put that Zion is actually a baker. He is helping Walter here, and Walter is very glad. Walter wanted to do more research. This was what Walter came to here to do, whereas Zion arrived here. And Walter doesn't mind working the shop, but Zion is a much better shop. He's much better with the people than Walter is. And so Walter, Zaf, Gyasu, Posiste. I'm asking Zaf how he is and saying hello in Greek. How are you, Zaf? It's nice to see you. I've missed you. And so Walter really appreciates Zion taking over the retail part so that he can do more of the baking, which is what he wanted to do, and do some research in his spare time. So there is, I think, Everly. So this is one of Allison's moms right here, who is now going to work here. And then Alice, did I say Allison's moms? This is one of Zion's moms. Allison is Zion's mom, and Flora has the other bakery downstairs. Now that's Amber, who just went by. So we just moved them. So let's go, what time of day is it? Let's go to the new builder, which Jania just announced that she's finished building. And the new builder is in the Temple District. And let me see, I'm going to look at chat and see what Zaf is saying. You're good, resting and reading internet here and there stuff. Cool. Almost there. It's very nice. Yeah, we still have some things to do. Oh, yes. Thank you. Mr. Villager is talking about my pronunciation, and that is that correcting the fact that C's sound like two S's. Vosi. So, yes. So, let's see here. Work as a teacher in Minecraft has been hard. Okay, so let's try here. Where is Romeo? Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Let's go down here for a minute. So this is Flora. It should be, yes, this is Flora. So this is Zion's mom. And Flora is here. This is her bakery on this floor, and then Zion is working with Walter. Walter hasn't gone anywhere, Mr. Villager. Walter wanted to work more on baking and less on talking to people, and so that's why he actually is working in the back bakery. Remember, we have two bakeries there. So one of them is the industrial bakery, and then the other one is, So right here, this is, and look, see, there's people coming and talking to Zion, and they love that that he's out front, and Walter gets to be back here baking and looking at all the things. Look what he's doing. He's got all these things on his plate, and he's got stuff that he's doing. Didn't find any good recipe with nether items? Not yet. So this is a level 3 underwater base bakery, and and then this is a level 5 cavern style bakery, which we haven't done anything much to yet. This building and also the Arcology clinic right here, we still have to do a bunch of stuff too. And if you remember, Mr. Villager and Zaf, the last time we were here, what we were talking about was putting in a piece there, putting in what do you call it? Elevator or ladder or something where people can, where the submarine can land on top of the building. Wrong one. Submarine can land on top of the building, and then the people can actually be submarined, emergency submarined to the hospital if they need more care than the clinic can offer. So that's one of the things that that's why this is open here, and we're going to work on that. But before we do any of that, I've got a complexity with the people that I'd like to take care of, and that's what I want to do for a minute. So we moved Allison down here. So we're going up to the new builder. And let's see here. Let's come here. Is there anything going on there? Let's come over here, and I'm coming down into this space. We're going over to the university, and I could have went that way, but I didn't, but it's okay because we can see the university markings. And we'll do this. We'll come this way. Let's make that go away. So remember, we found a place to put a new builder because we need a fourth builder. This is the first town.
I could help you with that.
The first settlement, the first community in a long time where I haven't had 4 builders right from the start. And it was only because we couldn't find another place to put the builder. But in this hallway, there goes Ermias, in this hallway we actually do have a place. And this is it right here. And there it is, the new builder. Now this is only a level 1. And we have to wait until it's a level 5. And once it's a level 5, we're going to put back the stone in this area. We might keep the flooring, it depends, but we're going to put back the stone in this area. Maybe, maybe not. I always love the way these Arcology buildings look when they are in their first and second stages with the wood. So I'm going to take out the build tool for a minute, and I'm going to look at it. I'm going to touch the ground and switch packages. So Arcology is, I believe, Blocky Universe. Yes, Blocky Universe. And it's really interesting with Arcology. Arcology fills a niche that was kind of left when cavern style, cave style became cavern style, and cavern style got super big. It used to be that cave style was smaller, and so because of that, Arcology actually fits in really well. So we're going to have, we can either have one of our good builders continue to build this, and I think I will. I'm going to have Jania continue to work on this up to a level 5. But when that happens, there is no builder close enough. Let me do this. Let's come back here, because what I think I needed to do was to actually request Jania to upgrade. There we go. When you request, then they come. See how far it said there's no builder close enough? That's why we need a builder here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to move Max into this builder shop. And what I wanted to see was something right here. I want to see if Brooklyn is a better enchanter than she is a doctor. So let's manage workers. So Melina is knowledge 30 and mana 30. And Max and Brooklyn live together. So if I move Max here, because these are the buildings he's going to work on, I want to see what happens with Brooklyn and where she can go. And there it is. Look at that. She is actually a better enchanter than she is a doctor. So we are actually going to make Brooklyn the enchanter, and we are going to make Melina the doctor at the other building. I should have fixed that, but let's go back here for a minute. You have a fear and a lot of concerns about the streams. If you say something about the stream thing, you'll have to explain a little tiny bit more. So here we go. If you have a fear about the streams, Zaf, you might be picking up on the fact that Vincentius Primus and I have to go away in a week, and we'll be away for 2 weeks, and we won't be able to stream. And you might be picking up on that. Let's find Brooklyn. There she is, and Brooklyn is now going to be the new enchanter, and she's going to be right here. So see, she's a 40 as opposed to Melina, who's a 30, and her knowledge is higher as well. So she is the better enchanter. We're going to have Melina take over as doctor. Now Melina's living over here. Brooklyn and Max and their child, who is Atticus. We're going to have Atticus trade, but right now coming in here, this is probably the best one to do it with. This is the largest one of these. I'm actually going to put in a bedroom set here for Brooklyn and for Max to be here. And in order to do that, this is going to be tricky. I'm probably going to flood the place again, but we're going to put in Byzantine, and let's go switch packs. Let's go to Byzantine. There's Byzantine, and Byzantine in their housing residences, alternative 16 is supposed to fit into another building. And let me see here. Someone know if some block that fits with white terracotta, some block that looks good with white terracotta. I think diorite does, because and diorite especially because it has white in it. So polished diorite probably would be good. And done. It is what is this year is the last one for you as a streamer or another viewer. You thought, that's interesting. Okay, let me X this. Let's click on this again, and let's go to fundamentals. Let's go to residence. Let's go down to 16. And I might have to, this is 16, level 6, and let's see what we've got. So there it is. So this is this piece, and I'm going to try and fit it in the room so that it doesn't flood the place. So we're going to put it all the way over here. So this table is going to be against here. This wall is actually here. It should not take that wall away, but I'm going to move it one this way just to make sure. I'd rather it took that wall away if it's going to take a wall, and it shouldn't take anything else. Okay, so it's probably going to take some of this stuff. We're going to see right now, because we're going to build this right here. Constructed, and there it is. So now that all of the stuff has Let's see what we've got. Good. So what I like to do with this, and we need a pickaxe. Let's take a pickaxe here. We're not going to have all these people sleeping in here. This is not why we built this. We're essentially building this to have a couple be able to sleep together. So I'm taking these pieces out. This bed right here is going to be, there was a bed right here. We'll put that one back, and then we'll put that bed in to make it a large king-size bed. And so this is the bedroom here, and this is the house. So now we can move, we're going to move Maxwell and Brooklyn over here. And so let us do that. I have to find them. Brooklyn's probably up here. Let's look for a minute and see. There she is. So we'll put Brooklyn here, and then let's go all the way down here. We'll find Max, and there's Max. So Brooklyn and Max are a couple, and now they live here. Now they live here. So I'm going to take this out. Let's put this back. We may change, oh, well, we need to change the beds now. Look at the clash of this. Let's look at beds. Let's put yellow beds in. We could either put yellow or orange beds in. We'll see. But why don't we start with yellow beds for right now? Have to be very careful about the hut block. And let's put this in. Let's put this. And there, that is much better. There needs to be a light in here, so we're going to put a lamp on this table. So let's take these away. Let's get some lamps, and let's look. In the Byzantine style, how are we going to get the level 6 if the other normal buildings can only go up to a level 1? So just a second, I'll show you, I'll explain that. So the reason that we can do that is because because I'm building it. And let me put this lamp here for a second, and I'll show you. So Byzantine has a lot of buildings. Oops. No, we can't use that one. Hold on for a second. Byzantine has a lot of buildings, and a lot of the buildings are buildings that all work together. Lamps. I got the wrong color bottom. Let's come here and let's get a different, let's get dark oak or birch. There is a spruce white. Let's do the dark oak white. And so they have it set up so that the extra bedrooms and things can be put into the buildings. And what I'm going to do, everybody, is I'm going to go out for a minute and show Mr. Villager this. So I'm going to go out. I'm going to go, where am I? There it is. There is a airlock right here. We're going to go out and we're going to go up for a second. I need to take a break. No, it's not so much a break. We are going to Vincent's mom, and we cannot stream from there. Believe me, I wouldn't be taking a break. It just happens that we can't stream from there. We're staying with relatives who don't have the type of power that you need, cable power that you need in order to stream. It takes a lot, and so it's different. So let's go to Byzantine. So in Byzantine, and we'll show you this. We'll select, we'll go to housing. Let's go to residence. So look at all these different types of residences there are, and I'll just show you one of them for just a minute. Let's pick the first one. Alternative 1. This is a church dorm. Let me switch back. Let's switch back to residences completely. Let's go here. And so now we have all the different types. So you can see that some of these are meant to be placed into another building. So this is alternative 1, church dorm, and the level 5 of this looks like this. So you can see that there are all these different tables and things. However, with the church dorm, it has pieces that are down here because that's the way it fits into the building. So see, all of that is meant to fit into another building. So let's switch back. That's alternative. This is one of the buildings. This is alternative 2, which is one of the buildings that those bedrooms are supposed to be in. Watching Twitch completely? Ah, that's what it is. Okay. That's what's actually going on. Wait a minute. Worry. This here last. The viewer you thought, but neither. If positive. I see. Okay. I'm really sorry to hear that. I do stream on Twitch still, and I like still streaming on Twitch, although just in this last sort of time period, I've been breaking up the time between YouTube and Twitch. So you can see these rooms are empty up here, but there are spaces in some of these rooms where these buildings can be. So this is a level 1 of this corner. This is only a corner of a building. And if I go to this corner and go to level 5, that's what it looks like. Level 1 looks like this. And so there's all these different buildings. This is the main building right here, one of the main pieces of Byzantine. And when you put them together, it's this huge building. Notice this. This is a residence with 2 guard towers in it. Yeah, maybe someday. We'll see. That'll be interesting. So that is the reason why Byzantine has these little pieces that you can fit in. Now, the reason that they say 6 instead of 5 is because the first one just puts in the puts the residence in here, level 16. All it puts is a table. See? So that's just as a placeholder for the first one. So in order to get the beds, you have to go up to the full level 6, and that gives you the full set of beds that you would have in a single house. So it just tired you out, the situation there? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. You explain it to me one time. You'll have to explain it to me one time, Zaf. Or if you don't want to do it here, explain to me. But I'm sorry about that. So here we go. There are some aspects of Twitch that are really that are interesting. I don't participate, and Zaf knows this. I don't play games in chat. One of the things about Twitch is the games that go on in the chat. And that's something that I don't really care to do. I'm not into competitions. I just want to play. And I just like sharing my play with you guys. And that's what I like to do. I don't have anything against the competitions. It's just not me. It's just not a thing that I want to do. So I don't do them. And that causes me not to have as many viewers, as many people in chat as a lot of people do who are doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. But I want to explain that just in regards to the fact that, yeah, I've been on Twitch for a while, but I don't want to do the games because I'm not competitive. I'm just not. I'm just not competitive. You can understand how amazing the TV series Ted Lasso is, that I would watch a TV series about soccer, because I do not watch sports. I'm not interested in it. And I'm just not. I'm interested in art and music and things like that. And I have no, this is not a criticism of people who are interested in it. Lots of people have fun doing the stuff that Twitch offers. And it's fine. I understand that, and I appreciate the ones who come and see me, even though I don't do the things that Twitch wants you to do. I just don't do them. So, but I like Twitch, and that's yeah. And to explain, streamers are do the same over and over, board that thing in their mind. And yeah, and that's it, and that's what happens sometimes. And I can understand if I just want to play this, and there probably will come a time when I've played to the point that you go, yeah, I've seen it all, I don't care. I would totally understand that. So but yeah, I totally can understand how Twitch can sometimes be tiresome. And what happens is, when you're streaming in Twitch, this is the reason why they have chat moderators and chat people who you trust to watch your chat for you while you stream, because chat is going by so fast, and there are so many people a lot of times that it makes it difficult for you to keep track. Even now, with just the two of you, I have to look and see what you're talking about, and I want to know what you're talking about, and I actually kind of like smaller audiences. I know it's not the way it's supposed to be, but I kind of do. If a time comes when I need to have somebody else, that's going to be an interesting thing. But so far, I haven't needed that, and I enjoy when my chat talks to each other. I like that you, Zaf, and you, Mr. Villager, know each other, and I think that's so fun. I think that's so neat that you guys know each other now, and it's really fun. Uh-oh, look what's happening to the pieces. So let me get a piece here, and I'm going to put it right there. There, that made them all come back. Okay, so we put the two of them, Brooklyn and Nora, there. Now, Atticus is their son, and Atticus was studying in school and got really good at farming, but it turns out that he's in over his head with the sugar farm. That he actually, wow, look at this, there's nothing there. There actually is something here. And we're going to put this block here so that it all comes back. There we go. And so Atticus is just graduated from university. And so what Ermias would like to do is to switch with Atticus and have Atticus start with the basics, start with what he learned to do in school, which he really liked doing, and that was growing food. So we're going to switch Atticus and Ermias. So Ermias is going to come here. Let's get the rest of the people. We're going to find Ermias. Ermias is our agricultural scientist, and he is going to come here. And whoops, I've lost him. So let's do alphabetical, and let's see if he comes up. There he is. So he is going to be here. Now, Ermias is living in a different part. We'll get them straightened out about their living after I get them in their new jobs. So since Ermias is going to do the sugar farm, wait a second. Let's look at something for a minute. I want to look at something here for a minute because I assigned him to this and I didn't see if the sugar farmer has different things than a regular farmer. So let's look at the manage. Dexterity 19, agility 28. That's kind of low. Let's look at the agility. There's Case. And his agility is, but the dexterity is not there. I just thought about this. I might have to use one of the others. We can use Aaliyah. Aaliyah is a good farmer, and she could come here and do that. And let's look. Amber's actually good. Let's look and see who else we have. We have Gemma, and there's Journey. Let's switch and let's have Aaliyah come here. Aaliyah, and let's have her come here and work on this because she has higher numbers than Ermias does here. 28 and 19, and Aaliyah has 24 and 21. No, I'm going to leave Ermias here. I am. Okay, so now these are the plants that Atticus planted. Now we're going to have Ermias. We're going to have Atticus work on Ermias's farm. So we're going to run over here and get that going. You can watch Twitch without an account, but you can't interact in chat, and that is true. Without an account. Now, are they making accounts? Are accounts going to, do you have to pay for an account? Because I didn't think you did have to pay for one. You can just have an account with them unless they've started something where everyone's going to have to pay for it. If that happens, I might not be on Twitch. I'm not sure I agree with that. So, yeah. Oh, you stopped watching Twitch too. That is very curious. That is. So let's go here for a minute. And there is Aaliyah's wheat fields. And this is where Ermias was doing potatoes. And at the far field, he's doing carrots. So we're now going to have Atticus come here. And so Aaliyah is close by. And this will work really well. So let's go to manage. And let's have Atticus work here. And there we go. Now we don't have anyone at the hospital, so we're going to go to the hospital and get Melina to work at the hospital. I think she's going to be okay. If she isn't, we might have to pull someone else. So let's see what happens here. So let's look at this, manage workers. Yes, Melina's perfect for the hospital. She's actually better for the hospital. So she is going to take over this job. So now Melina is living at the other side of the unit. She's actually living down this hall. We could leave her there. The people we can't leave there is Atticus, and his parents need to move in. And I think we moved the parents into that bedroom, but now we need to move Atticus into that housing because he is going to be over here instead of Ermias. So we're going to do that. So let's come in here. And let's come here and let's knock. Hello, guys. Who's here? So there they are. There's Brooklyn and Maxwell, and they're there. And here is Ryland And Jania and Rylan, why are you here? I know why you're here, Rylan, but why aren't you upstairs? Something's blocking them from going upstairs. Something I did with the upstairs is making it that they can't get upstairs. Let's look at the upstairs for a minute and let's see what is blocking them. One of these is coming somewhere where they can't get to it. Let's look. Is it here? Is it there? I can't tell for sure. Yeah. Let's take this down just in case it's in the way. This stair right here seems okay. Let's see up here. And I can't tell for sure. But they're not coming up to these last two bedrooms. So something here is keeping them from coming up. What could it be? If we move right here, they can come here and here, and they can come here. It seems like something that I changed in the steps is causing them to not come upstairs. But I don't see what it is. Shoot, I hate when that happens because it means I'll have to put the steps back the way it is. And we'll see. Yep, because see, they're in bed here. This person's in bed, so that means they reached. But they're not reaching here. These. And we have a stair there. They should be able to. I wish I could see what was wrong. Is this too low right here? It doesn't seem like it is. It doesn't seem like that is too low. And then we have this. And this is the bedroom. Okay, so he's here. So this bedroom works. It's this one that's not working. So they can come here. Can they get up there? Let me look at something here. Let me put this here and see then if they can get downstairs with that there. It seems like they can. Let me see what happens. Hermes, can you get downstairs? Yes, he can. Okay, so then let's bring this part over this way. Let's put this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, this one right here, and then let's turn this and let's put this one here. And this is where we need this double stair. We'll have to have a double stair here. Let's put a stair there and they would come up like that. Let's see if that will allow them to get up. Let's see if there's something there that was stopping them from getting up. They have a lovely view right there. It might not last. That view will last. Some of this view might last. We'll see. When we get going. So, oh, maybe this, is that the piece I just did? He came down these steps and he was fine, coming here and turning here and going down here. So I'll check tonight again and see if they go upstairs. They're not going upstairs. And so we'll check and see what's happening with that. In the meantime, Ermias is not going to live here. We're going to have Ermias move out. And we're going to find Atticus for a minute. And we're going to move Atticus into here. Maybe put some leaves on the windows that are blocked by stone could be nice. That'll be interesting. Yes, there are some things that I would like to do with those windows, maybe even some art or something. And there we go. So we're going to assign Atticus to live here. So how many people live here? 5 of 5 plus his parents, this is their bedroom. Let's put a door on this bedroom. Let's put a door right here. Let's put the door this way. And nope, let's put the door this way, there, so that it opens that way. Yes. Okay, and this probably should be wood, but I'm not going to fix that right at this moment. Okay, so that takes care of Atticus and Max and Brooklyn. They've actually now been moved into their new housing. Now let's find Ermias and Melina. Melina actually could stay because this would be Melina's commute to the hospital. We might move her someplace else, but let's see how this is for a moment. So the hospital is right here, and we'll check and see what her commute is. Let's get Ermias to move in down in the residential area. We're going to have him move down here because Brooklyn and Max don't live down here anymore. So let's look here. Who lives here? Flora, Allison, and Zion, and they can stay here. This is close enough. Let me see. So this is the thing that takes the time. So Zion's only 31 blocks from here. Allison is 32 and Flora's 33. That's amazing. So they're in good stead right here. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's in this house. So Yusuf and Yaz and Sky are here. And Yusuf now is 60. Yusuf is 118. I'm going to unassign him. He's going to move into housing. He's grown up. Sky and Yaz, he'll come and visit Sky and Yaz, and but he's not going to live at home with his parents anymore. And we're going to put Yusuf up in the other housing. Let's come over here. We're still looking for Brooklyn and for Max, and this house is empty. So Ermias is going to move into this house right here. And that's where he's going to be for right now. I probably could put him in this housing. Let me see how many people are living in this right here, in this dorm, this co-op housing right here. We have 5 of 5. So Leighton is here, Jamina, Peyton, Jillian. Jillian is going to move out. So let's unsign Jillian. Russell has been trying to get Jillian to move in with Nadia and Malaya. Russell is Jillian's brother, and he wants to see her more often. So Jillian is going to move upstairs. Now, let me see. I think upstairs is, I'm going to have to go check. I believe it is, what is her name? Tinsley? Tinsley actually needs to live close. So she's going to end up living down in the residential area. Yep, it is Tinsley. So let's manage the housing here. So Tinsley's going to move out, and Jillian is going to move here. And now Nadia is still living at home with her parents, and Jillian is living with her brother and her brother's partner and her brother's child. Mr. Villager, people like to make large buildings, but they never understand that if they want to make something big, they need to plan the interior first. You always build this way. Oh, yes. Yeah, that is true. So let's come down here. And, oh, so we could maybe move Tinsley into the Covenstead, because then she would be close. Hi, this door is open. Yes, there's only 3 people living here. So we're going to move Tinsley into here. So she'll still be close enough So let's come here. I'm going to watch the time because Yusuf doesn't have a home yet. So this is Tinsley's commute right here. Tinsley is going to leave the Covenstead and she comes down this hall and this is where she works. So this is actually good for her. And this is the tree farm right here. And there she is. She is growing trees. And trees, she's growing trees, and when they grow up, she's cutting them down and she's planting new trees. Now, she isn't taking care of the leaves yet on that. We may have to come in and do that. Amber needs something, and I'll try and get her something. Amber's bringing her. Oh, Amber's taking away leaves. Good. I hope you're taking them to the composter. We might have to check on that. So we were just showing Tinsley's commute. We have to go and get Yusuf in housing. So we're going to go down to the university housing, and we're going to put Yusuf in his own apartment. He's grown up. He's a grown up. He's a professor now at the university, and he can have his own place. So he is going to be living in the communal housing, and which he wants to do. So that's going to be good for him. Case, what's going on with you? I see you keep doing that. What are you doing? You're doing something. Okay. I'm going to have to see what's going on with him in just a moment. So this is the community housing here, and let me see. Right here we have, so Melina is living here, and we can have Yusuf move in here. Let's see if Yusuf wants to be in the new building right here. Let's see what's going on here. And so Yusuf can be back here. So let's manage housing. We're going to put Yusuf here. Okay, so that is all the big moves that I wanted to do. Now, here's an interesting thing. We have a new builder shop, and we don't have a builder there. Max can get this done in a very little amount of time, but let's look at builders for a minute. We're going to look at everybody. We have Gemma, who has athletics and adaptability, and that's what we need for another builder. Aaliyah is our farmer, and we looked at her. We don't have anything there. Allison's the doctor. The courier, Amber, and we need her to be fast. The Fletcher, Aria, and let's see, the cowhand. I'm just looking through some people to see. Bryn and Damon, the florist. And you see the other pieces. So there's Ermias, and we need Ermias to be where he is. We might have to bring someone in, just one more person. The alchemist is Freya, and that's who you hear in the background, that person you hear. And when you cross the stair, I always think in a scene where someone gets their feet trapped in these holes. Oh yeah. I used to live in a place that had stairs like this. I actually did, that had stairs where you could see through the stairs, and it was really fun. I think that we don't have anyone. We could save it and have a kid take over. But I think it is in our best interest to actually import just one last person. The Farthest Frontier soundtrack. Interesting. That's really good music. Cool. And I don't see anyone right now who's going to be anywhere near that we don't have doing something else that they're just as well suited for, even better suited for, and the like. So I think I'm actually going to end up actually doing that. Okay, the farmers are coming home because it is raining, so we're going to see the farmers coming through on their way home. It's also, is it night yet? Let's see. Oh, it is nighttime. Oh, good. Okay, so he was just coming home late. And that was probably Atticus. And do we have Atticus actually working here? Let's see for a second. And let's look here at the fields. Yes, it shows Atticus and everything is fine there. And yeah, so we need the fourth builder because in a little bit we are actually going to begin to build up all the buildings. So right now, a lot of the buildings are at level 3. We have some buildings that are level 5, mainly residences and things like that. But a good many buildings are at level 3, and we're going to start having those buildings worked on. So we could do this. We could cancel Jania working on the this building right here. Let's cancel her working on this, and let's come here. She's almost done. She just needs chain. Let's make sure she gets some. We're gonna go to Jaden and see if he has a recipe for chain, and if he doesn't, we're gonna leave a recipe for him so that he can I do need an indication here, don't I? I need an indication here that there's this in this direction, yes, and also that this is also in this direction. So they can see this from this hallway right here. That's concrete. We'll put that in. Okay, and let's continue to Jaden for a minute. And we'll look. And like I said, it's not a criticism of the people who like that. It's just a completely different community, and it's wonderful, and it's fun, and there are lots of people doing Twitch and having a good time and stuff, and yeah, that's all fine and good. So he does know how to make chain. So then it's a matter of, does he have iron? And he does have iron. Does he know how to get ingots? And let's look here, and let's look at this, and let's see if it shows him getting ingots. It does not. So let's see how you make ingots. And I think I'm going to have to go to, yes, I'm going to have to go over here to Max, M-A-K, Mac. And Mac is our carpenter, and he's got a table right here. And let's look at iron, and let's see if we can find the little nugget pieces. And see, I do not see those. So let's see what happens if we put that in. Gee, there they are. So there's netherite, there's iron. So that's it. That's all it takes. Good. So now we'll go back to Jaden, and we'll teach that recipe just to make sure that he can do it. And let's look here. There we go. And let's come in here and let's see. And hold on for a second. I'm going to read chat for a minute. Let's see. Where you cross the stairs. Sometime. Okay. Yeah, exactly. This one. Your colonists will surely brave for keep walking in this area. 99 focus. Yeah, I agree. I'm on. I am the only that is thinking a bit bad in the corners of this corridor. Crosses don't have a pillar for support. A big terror of a great builder. Okay. So let's do this, and I'll look at what he's talking about. So let's come here. Actually, I need one of his pieces of iron right here. Let's take one of these and I'll put it back. And let's come here. Let's teach recipe. And there it is. We're teaching. Done. Okay, so now he knows how to make those, and he will make the chain that they need. So in this area here, we have these pillars right here that are holding up all these areas. This is glass in this part right here, and this is the way up to the mechanic right there. And so let's continue. So this area here is the stairwell and the cross for the smelteries. This is the smeltery, the ore smeltery right here. And right here we have this area. He's talking about here. He's talking about that there aren't any supports right here. And this is why this glass is leaded. Ah, salut Mixasa. So this glass is leaded here, and these are actually the supports in this hallway, these pieces right here. This leaded glass is specifically like this in order to make sure that there's enough structure because of the glass. And this is why this glass is being used here. So Chroma Hills, this is normal glass. This leaded glass is the normal glass in Chroma Hills. And so what we're saying, this is the story, is that this glass is reinforced with lead to make it stronger for being underwater. And then these clear glasses are reinforced with wood, and that makes them stronger. These are all the different pieces of that. So yeah, so that's what we're doing. So Mixasa, you just missed me rearranging some of my people, and that's what I've done so far. So we have a new doctor. Melina is much more comfortable being a doctor than she is an enchanter, and she actually talked about that with Brooklyn, and Brooklyn is fascinated by the idea. Plus, Max is going to move, and we're going to do that right now. I'm actually going to move Max to the brand new builder, and Max is not going to be here anymore. He and his partner Brooklyn have moved into the new housing, so we're going to let me look and see if he's working on something. He's supposed to be working on the restaurant. That'll stay with the building. So we're just going to have Max leave this building, and we don't have a builder here for right now. And what we're going to do is have Max come up to the university area. So in the university corridors, Max is going to join Atticus, Atticus is Max's son, Atticus, who is now taking over for Ermius, because Ermius is better skilled to start the sugar farm. And Atticus has learned how to plant things, so he can take over the potatoes and the carrots. But Atticus is going to live with his parents in the housing down here. So what we've done in the housing down here is there's Yusuf, and Yusuf is getting ready for lectures in the university. And let's go here. We're going to go through here. I hear one of the dolphins calling to me. So this is where Brooklyn and Atticus now live, in this place. And whoops, sorry. And there's Brooklyn now. Brooklyn's going to work. So what we did was, and there is Maxwell, who doesn't have a job right this minute, and that's why he's all dressed up in his finery. But they live in this Byzantine bedroom, is a part of this apartment, which is going to be their house. We haven't done anything to it yet. We're going to do some stuff later to that. So now this new Arcology shop right here, cancel the build, and let's have Maxwell be assigned here, and let's have him, he is going to start working on this building. Now, of course, now he's a level 1 again. So let's do the build options. The builder is going to be Max, upgrade the building. But when we look at him, he has good ability. His abilities are really high, so it shouldn't take him that long to get this up to a level 5, which is what he needs. He deserves that clothing. Yes, he does. So there is Maxwell coming to work, and this is his new place. He doesn't have anything here. Everything is going to have to be brought to him because he's just starting here. So the chain, the lantern, the oak planks, they'll all be brought from the warehouse to him, and that's what he's going to be working on right now. So he's going to wait for all of that. So we did it. So we moved everybody who needed to be moved because they changed jobs. And we'll do that. And if you understand the reference, write cat. Okay, so that's Paisley right there. This is Kiyoshi and Roland right here. Kiyoshi is the dean of the university, and Roland is the curator of the Museum of Natural History. And so that's Freya's not feeling well. She's going to go to the hospital. Why don't we follow her for a minute? And let's see where she goes. She's going to have to pass Melina. Let's see if she chooses Melina here. And yes, nope. The reason I don't have animals here, and maybe since Mixasa is here, he might be able to answer. There's Melina's first patient. Ta-da! Yay! And Melina is sending Freya to a room to rest. So she has a serious case of something. Melina just admitted her into the hospital. I don't do cats because they want to follow you. And if they follow me into the water, then they're going to drown. And so I don't want that to happen. That's why I don't have cats and dogs in this area. I don't usually have cats and dogs anyway because I'm not human. I'm actually a mermaid. And I do understand people having pets, land people, but my pet was just made that whistling sound that you heard. My pet is actually, oh, you need some things. Okay. So she needs a couple things. The brain coral is going to have to be ordered from the merfolk. and the spore blossom is going to have to be ordered. But the white concrete slab, Aelia should be able to do something about that. And we will leave the community to do stuff. What I'd like to do now, I know she wants something, and it's one of the quests that Minecolonies team has put in, and it's a cute quest, and I've completed them, and I don't feel like doing that right now. So it's just a challenge for people who want challenges. But what we're going to do, this is what I consider a challenge. Mr. Villager, a serious case of something? You fear a disease? Is it contagious? I think that's why she put her in a room, so that she wouldn't go back to work and she wouldn't get anyone else sick. So we're going to work on this. So remember, we wanted to put in a helicopter pad on the roof. It's one of the reasons why the roof isn't finished yet, why the roof is still dripping. So we're going to go out here. Yeah. The flower shop, that's all of those spores. The flower shop is gorgeous. I'm going to go back because Mr. Villager mentioned it. This is the underwater base flower shop right here. And that's interesting. But Damon is looking out the window at something. Something got his attention right there. And he's up on one of his beds looking out the window. And we'll see what it is in a little bit. But that's cute that he can do that. And here comes Amber. She just delivered something to him. Hopefully compost. What did she deliver? She didn't. She took things. Yeah, she took some of the flowers that he had. And probably because they're needed. So you saw that he had a so she must have taken one of his spores, so to give to Malaya because she needed them. He has 2 more, and he's growing these things for the builder. So that is what he's doing, and I think he's just adjusting things on the ceiling, and that's why he's standing up on the beds. So we'll see. See this for the Wandering Village. It's a cool game. Ah, neat. Okay. I don't know that, but we're speaking of wandering. Let's go out here. I'm going to look at the top. Can I come up here? Yes, I can. Let's come over here. We're going to look at the top of the new clinic, the tourist clinic, which is right here. This is the top. And so what we're going to end up doing is putting something that looks like they can transport people up if they need to put them on a submarine. And so that's what I'd like to do here. There's somebody sick. No, it's Malaya. Malaya wants, she's waiting for some things, and that's why she is. So I wanted to see if I could get some pieces from underwater base. The flowers on Damon's hat, yeah. It's really neat, the attention to detail that Minecolonies has done for, and all the styles that they've accepted have are really keep that level of detail. Let's look here. Let's go to underwater base to start, because I think underwater base is our best bet for what I'm looking for. And there it is. And let us do infrastructure for a minute, and let's look at corridors for a second. Let's look at glass corridors and see. So we have airlocks, we have corners, and we have ladder sections. So we have ladders and stairs. So we don't really have like like something that could be used for an elevator. Maybe some solar panels or lanterns and kelp. No, we're going to put a helicopter pad on top of a hospital, actually. And so let's see if there's something that we could use that would look sort of like that. The closest thing that we could maybe do, I would like, so let me come down here. I'll show Mixasa and maybe he has an idea what I could do. What I would like to do is there is this top, this is the clinic right here. I would like a submarine to land here, and then I'd like the submarine to emergency evac somebody over to the hospital, which is right here, and then the submarine would land right here. So that submarine is going to pick up and come over here in an emergency, and it's going to weave its way through these buildings, through this corridor right here, and it's going to come up to this right here, and it's going to land right here. So what I need is for inside the building to look like they can transport people up in that to that upstairs. So we were just looking at the roof of this building. We have this area here which is inside rock, and what I'd like to do is build something that looks like an elevator would be here that would then lift the people up. Take a look at the underwater style town hall. Looks like it has one, and that has something like that, but it would have to be a separate piece, Mr. Villager. But let me see what, oh, I see what you're saying. Let me see. I know what you're saying. Let me see the underwater town hall and see if I get the thing. So what Mr. Villager is wants to show me something, because what I did last time when I wanted inspiration. So remember, I had this crane is what Mixasa and Matlam built for the submarine that belongs to the warehouse. And then what we did was we added this crane right here, like this, and we copied Mixasa and Matlam's design to put a crane here. Ooh. So I'm going to go up and look at what Mr. Villager was talking about in the town hall for a minute. And then I'm going to think about the airlock, because I think we might be able to make the airlock look like it would lift people up on a platform in the same way that cargo's being lifted up in that area. So let's look here. We're going to touch this underwater base. Let's go to fundamentals. Let's go to the town hall. Let's go to level 5 and let's X and let's do that again. Town hall, level 5, right there. And let me pull out for a minute. I need to lift it up so it's not on the rock. And this is the underwater base town hall. We are using the steampunk town hall, but this is what the underwater base town hall looks like at level 5. And so these are all the different areas. Mixasa, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is just so beautiful. I love the idea for your chairs, using domum ornamentum and getting these beautiful pieces for the chairs and the flooring. And they have stairs here. And let's come upstairs in this area. Whoops. And we've got this. This is the stairwell right here that goes up into this area. And here, this is a sub. This is actually what do you call it? A pod that goes to a surface building. Hold on for a second. Vincentius Primus is I don't know whether you can hear him or not. He might be having a nightmare or an adventure in his dreams. Just a second. So, but this is what Mr. Villager is remembering, this pod piece here. But I think that Mr. Villager, that McSassa is right, that the piece, the airlock piece, can be used to make it look like they're going to put that up. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that gorgeous? It is so beautiful. It really is. And this is what it starts out as a level 1. This is the level 1. And I think before the level 1, there is a precursor where you actually clear this space, and then you start building the town hall at this level. And the precursor, I believe, is in infrastructure. I don't think so. I forgot where it is, McSassa, where the town hall beginning is. Oh, it's the campsite. That's right. It's the campsite. So decorations, supplies. So this is the supply ship. And the supply ship is this pod. So the pod remains, and then you have to go down in here and clear out this area. So this is what it looks like when you go down and clear it out. Now I have, that rock is actually, I'd have to lift this up. This is bigger. And so let me lift this up for a minute so you can see it. So if you started a challenge, this is what you would put down first. You'd put this down, and see these guys here? They're real. You would have to fight them off, and then you have to clear all of this and get the water out. You'd have to fight that guardian, clear all of this, get the water out, and then when this doesn't have any water in it anymore, then you can actually begin to work on this. And there is a place to put the town hall. And where is it? I know it's here. I've seen it. And I don't see it right this moment. I've missed it. It's probably right here where you can lift up the town hall and set it. And then here is, yes, building 1 is full of sand, and you can remove it. So you can remove all of these things. So this is a level 1 building, and so you remove the sand and everything else happens. And there are some pirates too. Wow. So this is fun, and I actually think for the people who love a challenge, that this is one of the most fun beginnings of a mine colony that you can have, and it's just really cool, and I like it. So we're going to go down, and we're going to, and remember that thing about challenge I was talking about. One of the things why in Twitch I do not have Twitch games in chat, because I'm not so much interested in challenge. I'm interested in building, and I like creating this kind of community where all of these buildings are connected and everyone's living together, and see how everything goes together. So that's the kind of stuff that I like. That's what's challenging to me. And that's what I'm doing here. All right, so let's go back to the clinic. We're going to go inside, and I'm going to look at putting in an airlock inside the rock, which means I'm going to have to get rid of the water pieces. but we should be able to do that. So what we're going to do, this rock is big enough, and I think we can put an airlock side by side, or a piece of hull side by side. Ooh, I might have come in too soon. So this is the airlock part, and we're going to put this on top and have this be open underneath. And so let's start there. And I might have to measure some things. I might have to come back and forth for a minute and see how I can get these to add up right in here. First of all, I have to have enough room in this rock to put that there. And so let's tap the ground and let's start. Let's tap here. Let's go to infrastructure. Let's go to corridors. Let's go to concrete. And let's go to an airlock. And let's see, there it is, the first one, level 3. So let me pull out here. So what we're going to end up doing is putting this airlock inside this right here. And we're going to have the bottom of the airlock be right there. So let's see what happens. Let's turn this around and let me see if I can see there. So that is that piece. Oh, Maxwell finished. Yay. So he finished the level 2. So we need it to be facing this way. So what's going to happen is this would come out. Let me look and see what's here. Let me see how much room there is here. This is going to be where they're going to come out. I want this all the way in there. Right here like this. Okay, so now it's mostly in the rock. And we can see these parts here are the underwater pieces. There's nothing here in this area. This is where the stairs are for this, and this is away from the stairs. We can see this. And let me see for a second. Your colony following some third Tetris patterns. Yes, this is challenge. This is my challenge. You like the challenge in the game, but you dislike competition, always playing cooperative games. Yes, I understand that. When I play with Vincentius, when I was playing survival Minecraft with Vincentius Primus, he did all the fighting, and I did all the building and doing stuff, you know, to make sure that there was a place for him to come home to. Now, I helped him fight in situations. I did help him fight in some situations. So see where this is saying this is going to come out? See that part right there? That's it. It can't come out there. So we're going to have to move this back right into this area right here. So this will still allow us to put something right here, and I'd like it to be an airlock, and I'm going to overlap these pieces. So this is going to be really curious. This is going to probably drown, and I'm going to have to wait for Allison to go home. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock in the daytime. Okay. What is it? Because what's going to happen is I think this is going to fill with water. Let's go back up and look at it for a second. Let's go up this way because I want to look at it right here where it wants to come out. So see, it's going to come out right in this spot right here. I think we're going to have to put in actual stone to cover this part right here. But other than that, there's enough of it that's glass. Should I use the glass one? Because look at this. This is out. Why don't I use the glass one?
What is it?
Let's change. Let's switch to infrastructure. Let's switch to corridors. Let's switch to glass, and let's do a glass airlock level 3. And now I'm just going to pull this out just 2, 1, 2, so I can see that it's in the same location. So if I push this back one more so that it's outside of the bedroom right there, that'll help not open it up. This will make this stick out right in this area, but that might actually be interesting. So we'll see down here, we might have to add this stone. See this stone missing from this area right here, from the Covenstead and this building? We might have to put that stone back in order to get this to work. So, are we ready? Do we want to do this? I definitely do. And this is the part that's going to go down. And this is the part that's going to, so where is the crane piece going to be? So if this is the window right there, good. And then this is where the crane is going to sit in this part right here where they put the pallet, where they put the person who is going to be going to go to the, let's do level 3. Let's do this. Let's construct it. So we just constructed it, and let's hit this and let's X, and we now have this in the rock right here. So there it is, and we have this. So far it's coming down into the water, and these are the pieces that we're going to take away. Let's go down right quick and make sure it's not coming down, water isn't coming into the building. So we're going to go right here, right down here. There we go. Let's swim like a mermaid, and we're going to come up here, and there we are. Okay, and then we're going to go here and see. Okay, good. So see, none of it shows right here yet, and that's what we want. All right, so I think I made a mistake, and the mistake is that I think I put it at the same level as the stone, and it might make it that they have to step down here. So let's open this for a second. Let's use a pickaxe. Let's take away this part right here, and I just want to open this for a minute, because this is the thing that I haven't figured out yet. How do we make this not have any water in it? And that's the thing that I'm going to do. And then, so they're going to come out here, right? And they're going to lower or get the person to come down through this part right here. And we're going to have to put in some stone in this part. And let me check here and see. So here is this. So this part is going to be open all the way down right in this section right here. And this is where I'm going. We'll see how far down we have to go in just a moment in here, based off of putting in some glass in, putting in some glass in the hospital so I can see what level this is coming down to. So see how this is here like this? We're going to have something like that on this bottom part right here. So let's put a piece of glass Let's put a piece of glass. Let's put glass in a couple places here so that I can see when we get to it. Let's put it here. And if you're wondering, I'm not sure I'm going to have all the beds, and that's the other thing, but let's put glass there. So there is not on, I just put that piece of glass right in there. Let's put another piece there on that side, and then let's put glass here and here and here. I just want to be able to make sure that I'm not flooding the hospital, the clinic, while I'm working on this. So let's put one more piece right here, because we can close this up and make it so that I'll close that in just a minute if I have to. So now let's rise up here again, and we'll go up to the top of this building, which is right over here. And there we are. So we're right here. And now let's come down and see if we can find the glass down here. So we're going to come right here. And I know I should have used the... there it is. That's what I was looking for. Excellent. That is what I was looking for. So this right here is the bottom. So this is the part right here where we need to put something underneath this. And so what do you suggest? This we can put a hallway underneath, so that, and then open up the top of the hall to that. I think that's what I want to do. I think that is going to be what I want to do. So let's tap down here for a second. Tap this. Let's go to infrastructure. Let's go to corridors. I think I'm going to do concrete here. I know I did glass up above, but right here I'm going to do concrete because this is the hospital. And we're going to do a... Let's do a corner segment. Let's do a corner segment right here. So let's go to infrastructure, corridors, concrete, corner, level 3. And so this is what we're going to have. So we're going to have this corner segment, turn it around. See that part of it? So we're going to have this corner segment be here. Let's raise it up. Uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. Let's be careful of the Covenstead there. And let's put it right here. So it's right on this edge right here. It doesn't need to be. We can actually have it come a little bit farther in. So it's going to match up with this. And then let's see if we can put the ground where it needs to be, which would be right here. All right, so where we're putting this is going to put this right here and have this, nah, that's not right. Let's put it this way. Let me come in here and look at this for a second. Let's look here and see what we're going to do here. Let's use this. Let's come down here. Let's come here. I know, but this is what happens when you're working underwater. Let's come down here and let's look. So see, there it is. So we have this coming out here. I'd almost like to have this right here. What I'm going to end up doing is maybe not having this bed in the hospital, this one right here. I know that they're set, but I'm going to remove this one for right now, and I'm going to remove this one. This is only a clinic. We'll see if they go to those beds anyway. We'll find out in a minute if they're going to go to those beds no matter what. Let's move this forward for a minute so I can see this. So there are the lines that we know a hall has. So we're going to push this back into here. So this is a hall piece right here that opens, and let me see which way this hall piece is going. It's going the wrong way. So this is actually the way it needs to go. So let me see, let me make sure. So yes, so that is open to the elevator part, and this part over here comes over like this. How far over can I have this come? There it is. See that right there? That's it. All right, so then let's go up here. It's in the right place. Let's make sure that it's not in conflict with this building right here, the Covenstead. It doesn't seem to be. And where is it? Where is it? Is it in there? Wow. Okay. It's all the way over there. Ooh, I like that. I like that. It's all the way over there. That's where we want it to be, actually. So see, when it comes up, that new piece is sitting right here. I might have to move this over. I might actually have to move this over, which is going to be really wild, to get it to line up with another piece. But let's look for a second and see. Wow. Let's look at it for a second and see what we can do here. Let's go down. Let's go in. Let's make that. I'm lost. I'm lost in my own city. I'm lost in the city. We're going to come down here and come over here, because this is why I have these markings, so that I can find these pieces, and so that people know, where not just me, the others who live here know. All right, that's why I couldn't see it, because I've had it pushed out. All right, I forgot I had the whole thing pushed out. And now we're going to go back this way, and go here and see where exactly that is. And just make sure that we don't have it too far into the Covenstead. So there's that. Here's this, and here's this, and it's right there. So it's directly over top of that. That's where we need it to be. And that is in keeping with the other part of this right here, which is really good. So now I probably should have put this in first, this piece in first. Level 3. Constructed. So we know what's going to happen here. This is open. So let's quickly take this and let's put these here. Otherwise everything is going to float away in the other part of this. So let's put this here and this here. And I think that's, yep, the water's draining out. Let's get this and let's do that. All right, so now we're going to go down and look at this. So there it is, the entrance to the ambulance bay right there. And let's come back into the building right here. And there it is. So this is the entrance to the ambulance bay right here. We'll probably not have this part. So let's take these away first of all. And this is the entrance right here. But we can take that part away. This right here is going to be red block. We're not actually going to have anything on this wall, right here or right here. So all of this is going to be red right in this part, right to here like this, because this is the emergency exit for the ambulance. All right, and so we're just going to put this in. Let me get this one and then that. All right, now we can see the other piece up there. I think I'm going to have another piece right here, right behind this, that is going to be underneath the thing. So I think I'm going to have to reset the airlock piece. I should have started with the bottom first. So let's come here and look and see what I can do. This is all of this, yes. But I like doing this. I like making weird puzzles and things. Where am I? That's the florist. And this is the walkway here. And let's come over to the florist side here. And I got turned around, and here it is right here. All right, so that is that part. And then we're going to have this. So we're actually going to have doors here, and this is going to be interesting when I put the doors in. Now, I wouldn't know that I could do this except that on the Enchanter Tower, they actually have doors. And so we're going to put doors at this part. However, we have to make sure how this is going to be. So this part is sitting here like this. If I sat another full piece right here and then restructured this to go directly over top of that, I think I'm going to be in a better position. Don't you agree? Do you agree? So let's try doing that. So we're definitely going to do, let's touch down here. Let's touch this. Let us go to
good day to you.
Infrastructure, corridors, concrete, and this piece is going to just be a corner. This is going to be interesting because I only needed to just be an end piece. Let me see if there's such a thing. Infrastructure, corridors, concrete. So let's look at the pieces for a minute. There's a segment. I think the segment is the only one I'm going to be able to use, and I think what I'm going to do is close off the other half of the segment. I did it again. Okay, infrastructure, corridors, concrete, segment, level 3, and let's move out. And there it is, and let's move it right over next to this piece. So it's facing the wrong way. So let's have it face this way. And let's raise it up so that those lines match. Thank you very much, Mixasa and Matlam, for that. Let's push this in. Let's push this over, and there's the match right there. And look where it's sitting. Woo-hoo, that is pretty close. But it's okay. This is just the outside corner of this building. And we'll check it in a minute and see. This part is going to be closed. I'm going to put in stone, and I could actually put the stone in right now, right here, so that when this gets built, it's going to put it, no. I know what's going to happen. It's going to go ahead and take that away because it's within the build. Let's do this. That's the level 3. Let's come here and let's construct it. Okay, it's constructed. Let's do this. So it's a nice even piece with the roof of the house right here, and that should make all of the water go away. and in here. And if it didn't, we have to go in now and get the water out really quickly. Let's get the water out. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Run, 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 run. Sure enough. That's what I was afraid of.
Good day
Okay,
to you.
so let's get a spongy right
What is it?
here. Let's take this away. Wait, I need a sponge. Hurry. I need a sponge. Hurry. Ready? Let's sponge this down. Let's put one here. And let's come back here and let's put one there. And that takes care of that. Okay, so let's look here and see what I've got here. Ah, and here's our problem. Okay, so right here, let us put in, I need white concrete, and I need to go right here, here, and here. And this glass is going to not be here. This and this. And there we are. So, in this Arcology building right now, we have this hallway right here, which comes around here. And this is not here. And leads to this. And this I'm going to reposition the airlock over top of this. And that will give us the way that they get the people out and into an ambulance. So this part right here is actually not going to have this. Let's put this here. Actually, let's take this one out and put this here. This is the end of this hall right here. But we're going to have all sorts of things above this part right here. And so let's go out again. Now, if we want, see, we could put back this bed, the bed that was right there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I might move this over, this right here, and put it, and put it right here like this. Take this away and put this piece right here. We'll see what I want to do with it in the long run. I haven't done anything to that room yet. And so let's put the top on. And once we do that, we can see about the other part. So, yeah, it is definitely looking interessant. It definitely is interessant. And so we put this in first by mistake. So we're going to have to undo this. So what I'm going to do simply is rebuild over it. And I'm going to put another airlock in right here.
What is it?
And let us come, let's touch the ground here for a minute. So you see that in this area, it's going to they're going to have to step up onto this platform. And I know I have this here, and I should have brought it up one, but I didn't. It doesn't matter now. I can make it be a platform piece there. So let's touch here. Let's go to infrastructure. Let's go to corridors. Let's go to glass. Why don't we do the glass segment? And let's go to the airlock. Let's go to level 3. Let's back out so I can see it. And now, if I wanted to, I could do that. Let's come up here because I need to put it up one because this is actually going to be up a block. And I should have put something there to make it up a block on this one. We'll see what I do with that when I get to this. So this is where it needs to be. And let me move this back into position for a minute. And let me put right here. Let me put block up right here for a second, so that there's the understanding that this is where it needs to sit on top of that. So if it's sitting there, this part let's go back to the build tool. This part, let's pull this out here so I can see it. And let's bring this down. I can't see it from here because this is the wrong side, and that's why I can't see it. Okay, this part right here is going to be perfect. See, it's right there. That's the way it's supposed to be. And now let's see how it fits on top of this. So it's fitting right here on top of this. We actually need this to be moved over to match this piece right here. So it has to fit right on top of this part right here. So we're probably going to get some flooding again. And this part here, that's the mistake part. We'll see what's left of it when we get done. We might keep some of it as a place where is the machinery for running this thing. So here, this is right here, and that puts that there. We're going to have this little space here, but we're going to close that space in. This is where it needs to be. This is going to be the helipad or the submarine pad right here. The submarine pad. And so now, is it standing right over top? It is, it is, it is. And so let us take this part here, and yeah, sometimes it gets messy. Let's do this, constructed, and let's take this away. Okay, so this is actually here now, and a portion of it is above the water line. Aha. All right, so this we had before. So what we're going to do is just take the water back down in this spot, right there, and right there. And that will take the water away from this area. Now we can cover all of this, or we can make it visible depending on what we want to do in just a moment. And so this part right here is actually the airlock right here. And this right here, do I have it in the right space? I should. Yes, I do. So this right here is this part that's going to be the doorway. And I want to take this away for just a minute and work on how I'm going to have a door here. So I would like it to look like this is a whole doorway here. So I'm going to try something for a minute. I want to see if gate will keep that from coming down. Look at all this stuff I have. I don't need you or you. I might need you and you. Definitely need some spongy. Let's go to gate. What's that? Let's take this out. Let's go to gate here. We're going to go to Minecolonies down here. This is Minecolonies. We're going to look for gate, and let's see how the gate works. Let's see if I forgot. This is something I need to do. Let's take, that should be about enough. And let's start right here. And it did not gate. Let me see if I can put it in the center. It's not going to do it. Aha. Okay, so now that I know that, we definitely need doors. So let's make this go away. Let's get an architect's cutter. Do I want to be inside somewhere? I can be here. Let's get an architect's cutter. And let's do this. ARCH. Let's do the cutter. Let's get, what do we want the doors to be? We can have the doors be red concrete. Let's go to concrete. Let's see. We can have them be concrete and glass. Concrete to leather. And there is red concrete, CRETE. And let's take a couple more pieces of this. We have glass, GLASS. Let's take a couple more pieces of this. Okay, and let's come here. Let's put this down. Let's do this as the glass. Let's do this as the, nope, let's exchange it. Let's do this as the glass, and that's what we want. Let's do these, and we're going to take these and put these in. So let's see what this looks like. Right here, we're actually going to put 3 doors in here. So we're going to put a door. We want the doors to go out this way. So let's put, no. I want them to be right here, like that. So they have to go this way and this way. So this way will open that, and this way will be an extra small door right in that part. All right, so now let's get some sponges and let's sponge this. So we've got water coming in up here. Let's look at this right here and see what's going on right here. Let me put a sponge. Let me put a sponge. Can I not? There we go. I want to see that. Okay. So there's nothing right here. And this is where we need white to come across right here and close this part off. Right here. And I'll see in just a minute what I want to do about that other part. So this is where the stairs are. Let's come out here. And this is keeping it from being wet. And we can have it be like they have some kind of a cover that they put over and do that. How is the block above the gate? Is it a full block? Yes. It probably wasn't, and that's why it wouldn't let me do it. But I think I like this better, Mixasa. I think I actually like this coming down in this place. Now we have this extra piece here, and what we might do is close it off, because let's see what happens in here, right here. So see how we have this right here? This is going to be closed in, because this is now going to be where the where this is. Mixasa is saying the reason I couldn't put the gate down was because there wasn't a block here. You can put doors down without there being a block up above, but you can't put the gate in like that. And so that's why I couldn't get that gate to work. On this other side here, I might put the rock back in. We actually don't need this side. I'll see in just a moment. But right here, this is what we do need to be closed up, and I think I'm going to have to do it from the outside. We need to close that up. So when the submarine lands, the submarine actually has a tunnel that extends out from the submarine and hooks onto these doors. And this will actually make it so that, and you're right, Mixasa, it probably would look too medieval. And this actually works, especially with the red. And we'll have some markings on here like where the submarine fits and those kinds of things. So we'll do that with that part. I'm going to move this back in this corner. I think we're going to have to take even this off of here, because this is going to be the helipad, or the submarine pad right here. So see this right here? This is what we need to do right now. We're going to take this away. We're going to fill this in, because this is where we're going to have the lift be. And we haven't made the lift yet, so we're going to do that. This is actually going to be a window here. And we could just have it be this window like this. And that'll be fine, actually. Let's put in the 2 types of window that we have in these spaces. So right here, let's put this in here. Put this in right here, and then put this right here. So that is that part. Let's change this to white right here, and on this side as well. Right in this part right here. We don't need that. And this is actually going to end up being red right in this whole piece right here. And then these glasses are going to be the clear. They can look out the window from here, and we'll give them that. They can look out. This is going to be a problem. I'll fix it on the inside. Okay, now let's continue connecting these pieces together. Now I know there's water in some of these pieces, but I think putting in the concrete will make some of that go away. And here we have this. Let's see where the building is. The new building is right here. So let's take this part away, and let's take all of this away. In this part right here, and in this part right there. I might have something open on that other side, and I'll look and see in just a moment. And this sitting up is fine. We can put a crane here to make it look like they have a machinery right here, and we'll fix that in just a minute. I just need to make sure the inside is fixed and do that. So I like to do this, Mixasa, and I love doing it, but I don't want to do it to make a thing where, like you and Matlam did, where you actually made it so that it's a style that Minecolonies could put in, and I don't really care to do that. Is that show on this side? No, yay! Okay, I don't care to do that. And oh yeah, he's sleeping. He's actually sleeping right now. Better lights for the flower shop. When the flower shop is a level 5, those lights will actually be better in that part. It's only a level 3, and so that's why it looks like that. So this is the hospital right here. This is the clinic, the tourist clinic. There are some beds here that they can come to, and we're about to do something about the roof in just a minute. This is a window at the end of this hall where they will be able to see this. So now I see that there is water above me in this part, and that's what we're going to have our sponge ready for right here.
I can help you.
And sponge that out. There we go. Let's put this here for a minute, and now we're going to go up. Actually, let's do it from here. And let's bring this all around. There's another one right there. Let me put that one in. And let's bring this part around right here. And now what do we have? Now we have the two of them crossing over each other right here. So we'll take this part out. And we've got this. We don't need that. This isn't supposed to be here. This is the other one being here. But we do need this to be covered right in this spot. So let's take this, put that there, put that there, and let's cover this right here. And there it is. So this is where they lift the people up with a piece, and this is what we're going to work on next, is the little platform thing that is actually going to be how they get them in here. And let me see if I need this. Let's put this here. I'm going to bring this part over. This is in the ground, and I'd like to not have it just because we need to put these pieces in here. And let's put that in. Do I want this? I think not. I'm going to cover this. So this is an emergency passageway right here. And we're going to bring the red up to here. And then this is how everyone gets down. And we've got a piece here. I think that's left over from something. We're going to put that there. Let me take this piece and make it white right here. And then we have this. So now what's going to happen is when they want to come up, they'll come up here. So you know what we have to put here? We have to put, now we can put,
I can help you.
now we can put a ladder thing right there. Don't you think so, Mixasa? We can put in the ladder piece. And I think there's enough space behind in this rock. Let's come up here and see for a minute how much space there is behind here. So right in this part right here, between this and this, I need to be able to have a ladder so people can climb up in this area right here. And it's going to crisscross, and I don't know what to do about that, but I want it to be able to be a ladder piece there. So let's get this for a second, because they're going to be able to, so this is going to be one of these things where they're going to be able to put a person on this platform and raise them up. But how do they get up? How do they get up to that door right there? And that's what I want to put in this part right here. And that is going to be interesting. I might, since they're not going to technically use this, I might build it, but I would like to on the bottom maybe start with a piece of ladder. And that's what I want to see. I want to see Mixasa and Matlom's ladder infrastructure for a minute. Let's use concrete, and yet let's use the ladder top, level 3. And I'm going to move out here for a minute, and I want to see what this looks like and how big it is. So this is the ladder top right here. And this piece, there it is, right there. Let's put this here. And right there is the ladder part right there. Let's move this all the way back to that part right here. They're going to overlap. Right here. Let's bring this piece down to there, and that would be that overlapping right in that spot right there. Let me see if that goes into the walkway. So we have to come up and see where, oop, I came up in a very strange spot. Let's see where this is in comparison to the walkway. Look at this. It's not in the walkway. I was sure it was going to be in the walkway. Okay, that's perfect. It's not in the walkway. And Mixasa is saying in chat the ladder is very small, only enough place for a ladder. Don't seem right for a medical elevator. Exactly. Except for one thing, and I'll show him what I want to do. So that's the top piece. So let's come down here. I mean, show them, sorry. Show Mixasa, which I'm going to do. Just a second. I'm going to come down here, down into this part right here, and we're going to come up. And I apologize, Mixasa. Okay, so what I need is we have this right here, And then see this right here, see where that ladder is, because this is only going to be big enough for the emergency elevator to lift the stretcher up. So we're going to have it look like a stretcher can be lifted up from right here, and that this piece is where the medical team comes up and down this piece right here in order to reach the stretcher. So I was in a building earlier today that had an elevator for a wheelchair, but it was in an older building, and in that older building they did not have the ability to put in a full elevator, so they put in a special elevator that was just big enough for a wheelchair. So a person couldn't be in the elevator with the wheelchair. It was just a single wheelchair piece. Let me find myself again. There I am. And you had to go up the stairs in order to get to the second floor if you were with the person who was in the wheelchair, which I was with the person, my sister, who was in the wheelchair, and going to the doctor's office. It was the first time we had been to this office, but pretty much the elevator was like that. And so that is what we're going to do. We're going to make it that the rest of the team can climb up this ladder, where the stretcher is going to be waiting right here. When the submarine lands, there's going to be a tunnel, a temporary piece that comes out from the submarine that connects to these doors, and that piece is actually I'm going to have to make this corner not be, I just realized now, I'm going to have to make this corner not be glass, because I need it to look like it's supposed to be a place where they plug in the tunnel piece. So we're actually going to have this whole thing come out in this area right here, because this is going to sit here like this, and this is sitting right in this space and being right here. So are we ready? We're actually going to build this right now. It's at the right place on that side, and then this is the ladder top, and then we'll put a ladder bottom in the bottom. And I know this is really weird, everybody, but I had no idea what I was going to do, so I needed to kind of create the thing from pieces that are already available, constructed, because that's the way I like to do things. I'm not really a designer in that kind of way. Zaf would remember that someone on Twitch used to call me a cake frosting, like I'm frosting a cake decorator. Let me make this go away for a second, because I don't build from scratch. I take other people's stuff, and yeah, I admit it, I take other people's stuff and I adapt it to my towns, and that's the way I like to do it, and that's what we do. So what would happen is the team who is lifting the person up in this area would then be able to look out that window there and see, yes, I just fell down, and see the submarine land right here. So let's put this right here. So there's our door. The door needs a piece right here, and we have some pieces. So we're going to take, what do I not need right now? I don't need you. I don't need you either. Let's take these here. I'm going to take you away. Let's put the sponge. I need the sponge down. I don't need the doors anymore. I'll let them go away, and then I have room. So let's do this and this. Let's take this and this, because we're going to put a little bit more on this door right here. So let's put that, and let's put that. And do I need this? I do not. All right, so we're going to take this away. This is underwater. I mean under stone, not underwater. And see that piece right there? We're going to take this out, and I'm going to take a sponge here and make that go away. And then let's fill this in. We're going to fill this part in here. I'm going to fill it in with red right here. And that is that. This is going to come down, and this is the part that is going to go down to the next floor. This is the top of the elevator building, the ladder building, and now I can put in this piece right here. Should I do stair? I should maybe do stair here. I could do a stair corner. Blast. I could do a stair corner there. Let's get some concrete stair for a minute. C-Y-N-C-R-E. Let's do stair, white stair. And there it is. Let's do that. And so I'm going to put this, I'm going to make this be like this right there. That's not right. Let's do that again. Oh, now I've made it I've made it worse. Let me see if I can take this part out and put that in. And now let's get this and put right here. Oh, it keeps doing it. Okay, I'm going to have to take that away, put that in, take that away, and put this right there. Okay, now I've got that part. Take that, and then here, put that part in right there, like that. And on this side, let's do the same, just to give it the continuity right here. We'll just have it come right there like that. And then here, I'm just going to add these, just so that it doesn't come down quite as much. And then this is the walkway area here where they come over, and the ladder is here, but they're going to use this door. Did I just put something down there? No, they're going to use this door right here to go out to help bring it in. I don't know. Maybe I should take this door away. Maybe I should have this. I know, I'm flooding it again. I know, I shouldn't have taken it away so quickly. Maybe I should take this door away right there. Have that door be there, and have another door, set of doors be right here. So let me get this, and have a second set of doors be right here. I think I want to do that. So let's close that. And let's move this right here. And let's put in a door here and here. And let's see. So one door is going to, I know I'm doing this. One door is going to be here. Did I just flood this? No. Okay. One door is going to be here, like this. And the other door is going to be over here. Can I not get, oop, I can't do that. That's not going to work there. I'm just going to leave that part off. No, I don't like it. I know, I need to do something. I know what I'm doing with this part. Let's put this, let's take these, see right here. Let's do white into this right here. Take that away. And put, what is this? Oh, I see it. That looks like stair or something right there. Let's put that in. Let's put this in. This and this. And this right here for right now. All right, I'll deal with the other in just a minute. Then they can open these doors, and then the people on the outside can pull that through. They can come out this door and be right here. And it's not necessarily pretty, is it? It's yeah. Let's do red here and here and here. Here, here, and here. Okay, and then there's this section right here. And this is partially outside, and this is where the crane piece is going to be, and we'll get to that. I think I'm going to have to do that later. Look what time it is. Oh my gosh. So that is the submarine part right here. We'll close these doors. Let's come down, and this is where that's going to go to, but I'm going to put the other ladder piece in here as soon as I come back next time. I'm going to put the ladder, oops, I opened something up. Hold on a second. I found a hole. I did, down in a hole right here. Let's get that, and I might think that that's like the last of it. That might be the last of the water pieces. I see those. We'll get to those in a moment when we put the other piece in. But in the meantime, wow, that was pretty crazy, wasn't it? That actually was. I did not know what I was going to actually do, but I did know that I wanted to do that. I wanted to have that submarine piece, that place where they could go. So this is what it looks like, and I'll have to get the rest of it done so that it works in that particular spot right there. And look at Everly already going, okay. I think she was trying to see where she was going to go there. So, and there's Allison, our newest doctor. We now have 2 doctors. And thank you so much. Mixasa, thank you so much. It's always wonderful having you here. Merci beaucoup. Mr. Villager, obrigado. Thank you so much for being here. Obrigado. And Zaf, I think Zaf might have fallen asleep, but I say to Zaf, Afgaristo. And I will see everybody again soon. And for everyone who watches, who's not in chat, who just watches later, I appreciate all of you. It's really fun. And to know that somebody enjoys watching me do this crazy thing that I do. So thank you. I'm going to play music now. It was so nice spending time with you. And I'll see you soon. Here we go. I'm going to play music. Bye for now. Bye for now.